Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio and our Bat Challenge. That is the Bob's Angels 1000 Challenge. That's good. Right, we can now let that carry on. That means that not only is that running, we've got these running which are going to start filling up the methane, ethane and butane tanks over here. The oil, the crude oil is now working because this is now able to fire up again and run the crude oil. And that one over there, I need to go over there to actually see what it's doing. But that one is also producing something. What are we getting out of this recipe here? We get 70 crude oil every 2 seconds from the multi-phase oil. Plus we get a bit of raw gas and then the sulfuric wastewater. So we shouldn't be overwhelmed with anything for quite a while now. This should allow things to just keep running, which means that the naphtha and the fuel oil will be able to run, which we consistently and constantly turn into fuel. So it's the silicon processing. We're waiting on the silicon processing, and that is all down to a shortage of these blue thingies, and the blue thingies are a shortage that is ultimately caused by a shortage of these, which is caused by a shortage of cellulose fibre. So we need to make more cellulose fibre. That is easy enough to do. We're not going to have a problem actually doing it. We've just got to expand the area that we're producing algae. The brown algae, we got loads of it. It's the green algae coming in here. If you look over this side, we've got these recipes right here. It's working really hard to go and produce all of this stuff, but it's not quite able to produce enough because I don't have enough green algae coming in to keep everything completely full on these belts, which means that I need to have more of these factories. That's where it's all coming from. But I will just go and take a look in here and see if there is a better way of making the cellulose fibre. 2 pieces of wood make 4 cellulose fibre. Unfortunately, I don't have a surplus of wood at the moment. Or 10 algae for 5. 2 wood make 4 fibre. So 2 algae for 1 cellulose fibre. That's not too bad. Tianaton goes directly into cellulose fibre. That's in temperate farming. Would that be better? I wonder. That's also in temperate farming. We get leaves and cellulose fibre from there. Leaves can be composted. Right, those 2 we don't get, but temperate farming 1, I can make a carinome to get leaves and cellulose fibre, and then the leaves can be used for some of the other stuff that we want to do anyway. Or Tianaton, 20 Tianaton to make 22 cellulose fibre. To make that, I need Tianaton seed, soil, and 50 water. That's easy to do. Okay. Maybe I should consider doing a bit of Tianaton farming rather than the other. I can make the seeds for it. I believe I've got some Tianaton. I've got a chest over here, haven't I? I've got a chest with a few farming supplies that we went and put in there where we stored it up. Long-term storage. We stashed it. Where is that chest? That chest is rather crucial to this. Need to find it now. Oh, it's over here. It's right next to the farms. I've got Tianaton seeds in there. I've got 5 Tianaton seeds. We've got some guns. We've also got the ocarinome, but I'm not too concerned about that. And then elendilomone over there. But the Tianaton seeds, maybe this is a good alternative for us to go and use. How are we doing with soil versus grains and so on? Because the Tianaton, if we've got surplus of that, we can also be using that to make compost as well. We've got all of these different options for this. Fermentation base, we know about that. We've got 4 algae to make. Yeah, I don't want to do that. 3 brown algae. It's the one that we're using. Wood into compost, cellulose. I don't want to be turning that. Gardens. So that's spare gardens, the seeds. So any spare seeds we got kicking around if we wanted to. But I don't want to do that. So 2 wheat and 2 Tianaton. So we can also use the Tianaton. We can use that rather than using the wheat in here, which means that we'd be able to use the wheat for other stuff instead of bringing it back this way. I'm liking this idea. I'm liking this idea a lot. I think this could be a new way forward. We've still got compost that we got to deal with. All right, let me get the seeds. I actually need those 5 seeds, don't I? And I need to make some more farms. So we want to go into bioprocessing in here. I can make farm. We've got 50 farm. We can make 20 of them. So we go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, because why not? So we will have 30 farms. I will grab the 5 seeds in here. Those 5 right there. And then I'm going to want seed extractors. And I will make 5 seed extractors. I can make 55 of them. So 5 seed extractors would be more than ample. The only slight problem we might have is whether or not we can produce enough soil to actually make this work. Now, the seeds that I've got going in here are wheat and seeds. So we can't have wheat and seeds going in there, obviously. Where am I going to put these 30? I'm going to run them along the bottom. I'm going to run them along here. We're going to put a big long line of them down here. It's not those that I'm after. It is the farms that I'm after. So we're going to want the water. Actually, we'll put the water down in like this. So I'm going to bring that one up. Let me put a belt. So I want an outfeed belt. That's going to go along the top up there. Then I'm going to want to have an actual outfeed on it, like that. Just one for each does seem to work just fine. I'm going to need a lot more of those and a lot more of those. Somewhere I put a chest over there. I've got the materials that I'm going to want in that one, so I don't need to worry about those. We can then take these. So that one is going to go one there. I'll put that one down, and then I will go 1 and 2, and then I will go 1 and 2, and I'll put that one in. I'll put a belt going in that way. It's going to be 3 belts that way, and it's going to be 1, 2, 5 belts actually, not 3 belts. So that one will go in like that. We then take 1 and 2 going in like that, and we put a power pole on that side, power pole on that side, and then there'll be one down the bottom after I have put in this. So that one's got to go around there like that. And then I put a power pole. I have to put one down there so that I can put that one out like that, and then I can put the belt down here like this. And then we go in here, and I say Tianaton seed in there, like that. And I go to that one, and I say Tianaton seed in there, like that. So that is the tile that I want to make. So I'm just going to copy that tile, bring that one out like that, and then I'm going to go... that's 1, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Oop, no, I didn't want to do that bit. Oh, I see. There's a water pipe going in across there, which we need to remove if we want this to work. So that's got to remove out of there. Let me just take that one out a second and then put in the paste there. So what we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13... 14, 15. Right. We'll drop all of that down through there. Now I need to get a water pipe from here all the way up to here in order to get some water going into those tree farm up there. So I'm just going to move that one round a little tiny bit. I'm going to go not into barreling and fluid control. Not at all. Bob's... No... Water treatment. I want that one. I'm going to have that one there. And this is going to go up through there. Like that. And then you will drop under. You can only go up to that point, so I've got to have one here in the middle. And then it can go up to that point right there. So I can remove that and that. I can bring that one up by one, and then I'll stagger it across a little bit like that. And then I can also just do that. So the only other bit that I got to do is change this, and all I need to do to change that is just do underground belt like that. I don't need anything more on that bit. And the rest of it will be brought in by all of the robots. It won't take them long to bring all of that down here. At least that's what I'm hoping, unless we have a shortage of belts somewhere. I really hope that I don't have a shortage of belts anywhere or somewhere, or I'm going to be in trouble. What have I got on here? Oh, that's just the 28 farms. I've got those myself. I'm going to run through and I'm going to place in. Go all the way through like that, and bring that one round, and then I will run back through and I will put these in here like this. There, right, that is all of the belts put in. Everything else is being brought down by the robots, so I don't need to concern myself with that. I've then got soil that can be brought along this way, so I'm going to have to filter that out of here. That's easy enough to do. All I got to do is put a filter in. How am I going to do that? We'll do an underground belt that will come out over here, and then we'll put the filter in over on this side. I know there's going to be a few seeds that are going to be left over because of this. Honestly, I don't care. I'll remove that, and I will just move it up by one. That one's going to go in there, and I'm going to put a filter on here, and I'm going to filter out the soil, which would be that one. Actually, I want to put that on the other side. That one's going to go up to there, because the underground belt is going to come out there like that, and then oops, there. That's going to drop down into there, so I don't want anything on that one. So you'll drop down by one, and then you'll come over there and drop down again. Okay, so that's that bit lined up and ready to come down here. I'm going to take the next bit. I'm going to put the seed thingies over here. I'm going to have the seed extractors over just here. I'm going to drop those 5 down in a line right there. And bioprocessing vegetabilis. It's that. I want 5 times Tianaton. And that gives me 5 to 6 times Tianaton seed. So I put that in there. And then I've got 1. That's the very first one that goes in there like that. So then we have seed output is down that way, and the actual Tianaton that comes in is that way up there, except that Tianaton coming in is going to be down here, so Tianaton coming in is actually going to be that way as well. And then the rest of the Tianaton will rush off that way, and then I've got the seeds coming in. Okay, I know what I'm talking about, even if nobody else does. So, we're going to bring down this one. That's going to come across here like this. It's going to reach to that point there. It's going to be the soil that's going to come in. That's going to come down here. It's going to keep coming on down. I'm actually going to put an underground belt here just to keep it out of the way of things. That's going to move to that point right there. This belt here is actually going to go up there, so it keeps those two separate. And then that belt there is going to come in that side so that we start loading these up. Now, this up on this bit, I've got to load the Tianaton coming in, and I've got to unload the Tianaton seeds coming out, which are going to do that. So Tianaton is going to come in here as it passes through. And then what I need to do is that's got to step down. It's going to go that way. It's got to go underneath there. And it's literally just step under and then pop back up like that. So the seeds will go up into here. And we don't need any more seeds than that. It's just got to fill up this one line through here. It won't need to do anything special. It won't need to do anything particularly grand. And then all I got to do is join that one, and that one. And then also do the same over here like this. And join that lot in. So there goes the first of the Tianaton seeds. There's 5 seeds exactly. I got 3 of them have gone into here. I actually need 5 seeds to go into the same spot. We can't have anything different. Then I want to come down here and I want to get the water treatment. Get a water pump. Have that one down here. And you're going to go right there like that. We can take an underground pipe and that one's going to come up to here. I'm actually going to do this a little bit differently. That one's going to go like that. And then this pipe is going to go that side. No. I don't need to mess around with all of that. I got a better idea. I do that. Move that stuff out of the way. Keep it clear. And then the pipes, they've got plenty of room to be placed in and go in all the different spots that they need to go. So that's just going to do that. And that one's just going to do that. And then I'm going to have a couple of copper pipes are going to move up like this. So that one right there is now making. And that's going to give me 40 to 60 Tianaton. Which is going to come out onto this belt up here. And then that in turn is going to move through. So I need to have an output belt. I've got to go and get some more belts a second. I've got these. They're over here. I had them specially delivered. So let's pick up a few more of these like that. And then we can come back again. Most of these materials are now dropped in place. I've got just the last few. The robots are just kind of waiting to put them in. So there's the Tianaton that's already waiting. I want to have a belt down here. And that one's going to come out by one more. And then it's going to run up like this. That belt's going to go there. This one's going to come over. That one's going to come over to there, and that one's going to go up there like that. So we'll end up loading these belts on both sides. This is going to move up this way like this. It's going to run along there. Go up and round. And then each of these will then be able to start making more Tianaton seeds in no time at all. I've got 4 Tianaton right there. So if I drop those in, it takes 5 of them to make a seed. But it won't take long. See, we've already started loading these up. That's already started making, and so has that one down there. And then the other bit that I need to do is I need to have an underground belt that's just going to run over to here. That's just the Tianaton going through. So that, actually that underground belt there, we can take this one on a slightly longer excursion, except that I can't go underneath there. I have to go back over this way. Now we're going to bring that over here. And that is going to get to that point, and then we're going to split this one in half. And I am just going to split it. And there we go. Look, see, now we've got a huge amount of seeds coming through. And it's going to take the new seed production. That's the bit that's going to go first. And there goes another belt in there. And that's going to go back down through. We've got another belt. We've got a few more belts that are being waiting to be loaded. But they will be. So I need to be able to get the Tianaton now all the way up here. And past this lot. And then hooked into here. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're actually going to remove that. And I'm going to put that belt back in place. I'm just going to get rid of this belt here. Where's the best place to run this? I've got the Tianaton. I've got it over this side. You can bring it up, across, and then up through this little mess in here and hook it in here rather than try and take it all the way over that side. It's going to be the best option, I think. Right. let's go and do that first, shall we? There is a glorious mess of belts in through there that is quite amazing to behold, quite frankly. And I'll put you in there. I'm going to put the belts in place before I actually connect it down the bottom end, just to make sure that I can properly get everything in. That one's going to go there. We're going to turn you about face like that, and you're going to come over here. That's going to go to that point. That's actually not a bad point to be at. That, yeah, that can stop right there. That's good. I like that. And you can rotate here. Put another one in. I take an underground belt and I go up this way. Can you... Right, you can't join in there. I need to actually just stagger you over a little bit. So what we'll do is we'll bring you right up like that. And then we'll stagger you over and we'll move you over this way, a small amount. We want to bring you kind of in line with this bit right here. So you're going to go like that, and then you're going to angle up. You will go just here underneath that bit, and that will take you right the way across under those. Around that, those robo ports don't have the squeak through bit. And that will take me up to... there. Actually get rid of that one, and then I can put this one here. Okay, go back over here, remove that belt all the way around there, and then Tianaton is going to come in and over, and it's going to hook into there, and that's where the Tianaton is going to go all the way up through, join in with the rest of the system, and that's going to start being turned into compost. So I've got it. It's completely loaded back through here. We're waiting on a belt just there to turn up. That won't be too long, I wouldn't have thought. So let me hook in that bit. So there goes the first of our Tianaton working its way through our system and all the way up here. And then it should hook in around and come up through that bit. So I just want to wait for that to come up and then make sure that we've got the compost going through. We're running out of compost just for a second. There we go. Right. It's hooked into this bit without any trouble. The only thing that I got to do is I got to change that. It's not a recipe on there. I don't have to worry about a recipe. And I got no wheaten in here anywhere. So that's going to... Right. That's good. That comes up to there. That filters wheaten. Why isn't it filtering Tianaton? That's weird. Oh! No. Okay. I've got that filter there set so that it only takes one of them. But for some reason it's blocked it anyway. So I'm going to change that filter over to this one. So that only allows the one through up there. Because there is a bit of wheaten down over this side, which shouldn't be there. I mean, it's now just been pulled out and filtered. So that's all okay. So then what I want to do is I actually need to change this. I'm going to leave the wheaten on there. Because this is a whitelist that we're making. So we're going to leave that on there. And we're just going to add... this one in as well. So all I need to do is just add this to the filters. Oh, wait a minute. That is a different machine. I need to change this one over. This one, I can't have the two of them on there. So I'm going to get rid of that and we'll just have the Tianaton on there. So I'll copy that. There we go. Right. We copy those over, and then we can start bringing all of that material in, and that's going to get me a whole load of compost that's going to be going through. And that is now a dedicated line just for that, which means that the wheaten is going to be used up in production elsewhere, which is really, really good. That's what I want it to do. I've got a lot of this Tianaton coming through. I'm just wondering whether I should prioritize it to always go up for compost. Oh, yeah, I think I will have that as a priority one. We're not going to filter it, but I will just put a priority there onto the right-hand side at all times. And then the left-hand side, we can bring that out and over. And then up here, we want to go and make the next part, which is crafting compost out of Tianaton. And that is... No, not compost. I want cellulose fibre now. That's the next bit we're after. Cellulose fibre right there. Craft. That one. 20 Tianaton makes this. And that's made in a bioprocessor. I was thinking it was going to be these. So we need to make some bioprocessors. That's going to be... Bioprocessing vegetables. Bioprocess that bad boy right there. Okay, I will start off by making 10 of these. It makes mechanical blocks. Right, well, we've got to just wait for those. They will do that up there in that area right there, because it's closest to it. And that's kind of like where we want all this stuff being put in to start with, all the cellulose fibre. I want it to feed into that bit just to start off with. You over here. Ooh. That will fit just. Staggered slightly. Looking a little bit odd, but that's fine. Actually going to back it down this way a little bit. And we're going to have you come out to about there. And then turn. We'll put a belt in. We'll put back the underground belts over here. And we'll bring them up to there. Right, go to that point. Now, this bit down here, this oil, I'm gonna move that and bring it down a bit closer to this one. It does mean that I'm gonna have to change it out of here. So if I just remove that oil from there, I don't need to change anything else out on the other side. What I do want to do is I just want to bring that one... Oh, I know why I did it like that. I go like this. And I'll put... No, I can't even do it like that because of this being in the way here. So it's got to come over by one more, so then I can hook it in here like that. And 1, 2, 3, and hook it that way. Then I can take these. I can hook that one out over to there. That's going to go up to there like that. And then that is going to go 1, 2, up in there, and that's going to come out of there. Remove these, so that just gives me a little tiny bit more space here to move around and do the stuff that I need to do, which is actually make the bioprocessors. Let me just go and get... I've got a bit of wheaten on me at the moment, which I don't want, so I want to get rid of that. This is the quickest and easiest. That is straight up through here next to that belt. Drop in here, have wheaten on there. Okay, I've got one single solitary. Let's just drop that in there. Okay. That's all doing what it should. I can go back over to this side. And I want to put these down in here, these bioprocessors. They take up a bit of space, don't they? Don't they? That one then, in which case, so I want it there. It's got to go up 1. It's got to go up 2. We've got to put it here. I'm not going to have room to put 2 of these side by side up here. I'll put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. The other 5 I could potentially put up there, I guess, or move them. Actually, let's move them along a little bit, shall we? Idea here. We've got to rebuild them. 5 of those. Right. Let's go and make 10 of them. Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.